Attention freaks!
Welcome back to Fallout 4, where things are looking a little different. Got me a robo bro. I killed the man that killed my wife and kidnapped my child, learned the whereabouts of my child, and then these guys came out of the sky. So with that on my mind, let's go ahead and see who these guys from the skies really are. Oh, also I turned Kellogg's pistol into a .44 Desert Eagle. It just seems more fitting. Here they are. Ooh, with a proper suit of armor. Doesn't look nearly as rusty as mine.
Hi.
This area is off limits to civilians. I order you to stand down and tell me what you're doing here immediately.
Thanks, Nick, for waiting to say that until he was speaking.
On whose authority?
By the authority of Elder Arthur Maxson, Supreme Commander of the Brotherhood of Steel. Now I'll repeat my question. What are you doing here?
I was hoping to track down the owners of that huge airship.
Well, you found us. And since this is a military installation, this is the closest you're gonna get to her.
Who are the Brotherhood of Steel?
Our order seeks to understand the nature of technology, its power, its meaning to us as humans. And we fight to secure that power from those who would abuse it.
So you steal technology and keep it for yourselves?
You're implying that we do this to benefit ourselves. I can assure you, our motivation is quite the opposite. Look, if any of our ideals remotely interest you, we're always looking to add a few more brothers and sisters to our ranks, if you think you have what it takes.
I'm already the general of my own nation.
I prefer to keep my business to myself.
If you refuse to cooperate, I have strict shoot-to-kill orders.
Whoa, easy. I'm not resisting at all. It's not that I'm not cooperating, I'm just backing away. I'm no threat to you, I'm backing away. Backing away. Backing. Let's get the hell out of here. Come on, Nick, let's go.
Oh, no. You're not allowed to shop here. No sense.
Good to see you too, Myrna. I'm not the one shopping here. My friend
Fine.
is.
As long as the synth doesn't touch anything, we can do business.
Jeez, even after a nuclear apocalypse, there's rampant racism.
Well. Nikki Valentine walks into my office for a change.
What can I say, Piper? You, me, and Hard Luck all seem to run together like acid rain down an old sewer.
Including your client here in that analogy? So, you two are finally letting me in on this little case of yours. What's the story?
We need help, Piper. This man named Kellogg kidnapped my son. But that wasn't all. He was working with the Institute.
The Institute.
He gave them Sean.
Oh boy. I've been investigating these creeps for over a year now. The Commonwealth's boogeyman. Feared and hated by everyone. Sometimes they snatch people in the middle of the night, and sometimes they leave old synths behind to remind us that they're out there. But to this day, there's one thing nobody
Where the
really knows.
Institute actually is. Or how to get
Exactly. But there's one person who has to know, right? The guy who just handed them Sean.
in. Huh.
What about him?
He had to have a way in and out. But, well, we both know that angle is cut off.
Because he's dead.
So, a murderer and a kidnapper gets his brains blown out by an avenging parent. Huh. Be a great ending if we didn't still have the biggest mystery in the Commonwealth to solve.
I was so blinded by anger. I just wanted him dead. Now look what I've
Gets
done.
his brains blown out. Huh. His brains. You know, we may not need the man
You're
at
talking
all.
crazy here, Nick. Got a fault in the old subroutines?
Look, there's a place in Goodneighbor called the Memory Den. Relive the past moments in your mind as clear as the day they happened. Anyone could get a dead brain to sing. It'll be Dr. Amari, the mind behind the memories.
Who's this Dr. Amari?
I'll let her give you her life story in person. Let's stay focused. I guess we're gonna need a piece of Kellogg's brain. Enough gray matter to bring to Amari and find out if this is going to
Jesus,
work.
Nick, gross. Seriously?
I know it's grisly, but what choice do we have? We got no leads, nothing. That old Merc's brain just might have all the secrets we need to know.
Actually, I think I already have something. Kellogg had this thing attached to his
Cybernetics,
head.
huh? We may have just won the lottery.
Whether we're riding this crazy brain train or not, we can't all go running across the Commonwealth, so...
I have to go to the memory den either way if I'm going to introduce you to Amari. If you want to head there together, just say so.
It's you and me, Nick.
Yeah, fuck you,
Let's get
Piper.
going. Don't worry. We're gonna get your boy back.
Piper.
You know, the Institute has a lot of enemies. The Minutemen tangled with them once. The Railroad still does. I've even got some notes on these new guys. The Brotherhood of Steel.
That Brotherhood airship is hard to miss.
The Brotherhood of Steel doesn't do subtle. From what I've heard, they take whatever they want. Especially if it's high. They just might have the muscle to give the Institute a run for their money, but they're... Let's just say they have their own agenda.
You said something about the railroad.
Supposedly, they help runaway synths escape the Institute, but they're secretive. Ultra paranoid. The only thing I have is a rumor. A code phrase. Follow the Freedom Trail.
Believe it or not, that's not the first time I've heard it.
Seems to be growing well.
Apparently the castle's
What
been
gave you
trying to
the
get you
idea
on the
we're
radio.
friends?
Some kind of situation over there. Better go see what's going on.
Ah, hell. Preston says I've been ignoring the Minutemen for too long. Guess it's time to return to duty. Why, hello, strangely attractive old lady.
Ah, there you are. Finally. I've been waiting to talk to you.
Oh.
Heard you were trying to get the Minutemen back on their feet. Thought I'd come see the new general for myself. So what's your story?
What's your excuse?
What makes you think anybody even wants the Minutemen back?
Do you suck dicks?
Jesus Christ, it's like I'm back in basic.
The Commonwealth needs the Minutemen. People are starting to...
Bullshit!
I'm probably the only one who still remembers this. But the castle's armory was located in the West Bastion. All of our best equipment was stored there. Weapons, ammo, schematics, you name it. Come on, I'll show you.
Thank God she had something nice to say. I was really close to just...
Ah, good. Looks like it might still be intact. Door's still sealed. Bastion hasn't come. Trick now is finding a way in.
I hope you have an idea.
Of course I do. If you can't go through, go around. Let's have a look at the Northeast Bastion.
Fuck. Now, how do we move a giant pile of debris? Well, in the words of my old BMT friend, conjure some magic.
When was the last time someone came through here?
Pretty dark down here. We better watch our steps.
Fuck me.
Down here. Welcome to your last stand.
The fuck? How'd I break my own arms with that shit? I was hiding by the wall. Oh, we got some corpses. But turrets on the other side of the wall.
Stumble into...
Well, let's get this over with. guarding the castle since, forever, as far as I know.
Yeah, hell, you sure picked a hell of a guard.
Let's see. I used to know this password. One, if...
Did you like that fight, huh, Nick?
Ah, that's not... That explains all the landmines. This is, well, was, General McGann. He had your job back when I first joined the trap down here when that sea beast attacked the castle. He did manage to keep the armory secure. I'll give him that much. Guess the uniform is yours now, if you want it. So Geezer doesn't need it anymore. Rest in peace, General. Your fight is done, and the Minutemen live on.
Alright, for armor reasons, I'm not gonna take the uniform, but I will take the snazzy hat. Oh, looks like the spirit of my wife was with me on that previous battle.
Excellent. The armory's still intact. Everything we need. Just waiting for us. And the cream of the crop. Schematics for building artillery.
Artillery?
Great big guns. Blow up our enemies from miles away.
Did your parents have any children that lived?
Why do you always talk down on me? On the plus side, though, all this harassment from this old bitch wasn't for nothing. We got some artillery.
We better do a test fire. Make sure we're hitting what we're aiming at. You see that little building over there? We'll use that for our aiming point. Keep your radio on and tuned to Radio Freedom so we can confirm we're ready.
Alright, let's see how good our guns are.
Okay, we've got your smoke on the target. You might want to stand back. Yeah, you know, just in case.
Roger that, danger close.
That looked good from here. You've now got
Yeah, it's
artillery
real
support.
slow, but it does cover a wide area. Never mind, that's pretty good. Let's keep that. Yes. And now, I will collect a pet Yao Guai. Maybe one day I can tame it. Hey, what the dog doing? Oh, this is gonna be funny.
Well. It's the detective. Tracking down another wayward husband to his mistress. Trying that, what do you call it? Evasive language on me? And who are you, huh? Valentine's new dick in training?
This man would rather rustle my jimmies than go fight the cool wave.
What's it to you?
Gotta know who's backing who in Good Neighbor. I ain't never seen you before. Maybe you're in the market for a little insurance?
You better back off, or you're the one who's gonna need insurance.
Well, hey, all right. We'll just say your insurance is paid up for now, okay?
Nick Valentine makes a rare visit to town, and you're hassling his friend here with that extortion crap? Good to see you again, Nick.
Hancock? What do you care? He ain't one of us.
No love for your mayor, Finn? I said let him go.
Be soft, Hancock. You keep letting outsiders walk all over us. One day, there'll be a new mayor.
Come on, man. This is me we're talking about. Let me tell you something. Now, why'd you have to go and say that, huh? Breaking my heart over here. Now I know you had old Finn handled back there, but a mayor's gotta make a point sometimes. You alright?
You killed him.
Got a good pair of eyes on you. I think you'll fit in here. Good neighbors of the people, for the people. You feel me? Everyone's welcome.
Sounds like anarchy.
The best kind of anarchy. Embrace it, and maybe one day you'll call this little slice of chaos so long as you remember who's in charge.
Well, instead of racism, this place has instability.
So someone should make you.
Pick your poison, I guess.
Well, hello. Everything here is guaranteed to injure, maim, or kill at your discretion. Except me. I only kill when I want to.
What are you?
A woman, baby.
I don't even know what to say to that. This woman robot wants to have my babies.
Well, well, Mr. Valentine. I thought you had forgotten about me.
May have walked out of the den, Irma, but I'd never walk out on you.
Amari's downstairs, you big flirt.
Dr. Amari?
Yes? I take it this isn't a social call.
We need your help, Doctor. I need the memories from a man named Kellogg. But he's dead.
I know it's asking for a miracle, Amari. But you've pulled off the impossible before.
Are you two mad? Putting aside the fact that you're asking me to defile a corpse, you don't realize that the memory simulators require intact, living brains to function.
Isn't there some way to make this work?
This dead brain had inside knowledge of the Institute, Amari. The biggest scientific secret of the Commonwealth. You need this.
Fine.
So do we.
I'll take a look. But no guarantees. Do you have it with you?
Here's what I could find.
What's this? This isn't a brain. This is... Wait, that's the hippocampus. And this thing attached to it? A neural interface?
Those circuits look awfully familiar.
I'm not surprised. From what I've seen, all Institute technology has a similar architecture.
Nick's an older model synth. Is he
That's
compatible?
exactly what I was thinking. If we are lucky, it should hook right in. Even if this works, Mr. Valentine would be taking on a tremendous amount of risk. We're talking about wiring something.
Don't
to
worry
his
about
brain.
me, Amari. Let's do it.
You really think this'll work, Nick?
No idea. But we got a missing kid on the line. That's worth the risk.
Whenever you're ready, Mr. Valentine. Just sit
If
down.
I start cackling like an old grizzled mercenary, pull me out, okay?
Let's see here. I need you to keep talking to me, Mr. Valentine. Any slight change in your cognitive functions could be done. Are you feeling any different?
There's a lot of flashes. Static. I can't make sense of any of it,
That's
Doc.
what I was afraid of. The mnemonic impressions are in. It appears the Institute has one last failsafe.
Bingo.
There's a lock on the memories in the implant.
Is Nick gonna be okay?
Yes, the connections appear to be stable. Hopefully, it'll be as simple as unplugging the implant once we're done. That doesn't get around the current problem. The memory encryption is too strong for a single mind. But what if we used to? Both you and Mr. Valentine into the memory loungers. Run your cognitive functions and he'll act as a host, while your consciousness drives through whatever memories we can find.
Any idea what I'm gonna see in
I
there?
have no clue. But considering we only have a single piece of the medial temporal lobe and not the whole brain, I doubt it'll be cohesive.
All right. Let's get started.
Just sit down over there and keep your fingers crossed.
See you on the other side.
Well, looks like I'm about to dive headfirst into the brain of my greatest enemy. This sounds like fun.
Initiating brainwave migration between the transplant and the host. Mnemonic activity coming from the transplant. It's degenerated, but it's there. We're going to load you into the strongest memories we can find. They might not be stable. Just hold on. Can you hear me? Ah, good. The simulation appears to be working, although the memories are quite fragmentary. I'll try to step you through the intact memories and hope we find one that gives us some clue to the Institute's location. There. This is the earliest intact memory I can find. Remember, you are experiencing these memories as Kellogg. This may prove disorienting at first.
Turn down the goddamn radio! I'm trying to sleep!
5 states have now signed on.
Dad was either drunk or not around. I guess he must have run with one of the raider gangs, but I never really knew what he did. Don't know why Mom was with him. Maybe at some point in his life he wasn't a complete asshole.
As of this moment, we are all citizens of the new California Republic. I'm sure that's going to take some getting used to for a lot of people.
What a joke.
What's it mean, Mom? Nothing, Connie. People like to talk and hope someone else is going to keep them safe.
Teacher at school said the NCR would bring back the good old days, like before the big war.
Don't you listen to that twaddle. I'm going to stop sending you if that's what they're teaching you.
I'm going out. Where the fuck did you put my boots?
I was such a dummy back then. What did I know about how the world worked? I think now she wanted me to kill him. I should have. Instead, I ended up running away. I told myself I wanted to find somewhere out from under the thumb of the NCR and all their rules. But really, I was running from the guilt of not protecting her from Dad. Yeah, it doesn't matter now, though.
Listen to me, Connie. You take this. You're old enough. You're the man of the family now. It's your job to protect us. Your father's useless, but you won't turn out like him. You're a good and all that on the radio. All useless talk. The only thing that will protect you in this world is that gun in your hand. You need to learn to use it if you're going to survive.
I will, Mom. I promise. I won't let you down.
You've always been my good boy.
This doesn't seem to be what we're looking for. There appears to be another intact memory close to you in temporal sequence. There. Try that one.
It's gonna... The thing about happiness is you only know you had it when it's gone. I mean, you may think to yourself that you're happy, but you don't really believe it. Focus on that petty bullshit or next job or whatever. It's only looking back, by comparison with what comes after, that you really understand. That's what happiness felt like.
You'll see.
But we don't know anybody here. And now, with the baby?
Come on, Sarah, you gotta give it a chance. I finally got steady work with a good outfit. Nothing like that in the NCR these days.
No, I'm not saying this was a mistake. I'm just... Are you sure these guys know what they're doing? They seem kinda green.
I know, but that's where I come in. Just wait. In a few years, I'll be running my own crew. As soon as I make the connections I need. Then I can give you anything you want. And little Mary, too.
I never worried about you before. Must be my mama instincts kicking in. Who knew I had those,
Come on,
huh?
you're great with her. And you don't need to worry about me. Most of it's just running security for the she. A lot of standing around looking tough.
No, they sure picked the right person for that job.
Listen, it's gonna be great here. See this? This is what's gonna keep you and Mary safe. I was the worst thing that ever happened to her. If she'd never met me, she'd have stayed in the hub, maybe hooked up with someone who didn't kill people for a living. Probably been happier than she was with me. Almost certainly lived longer. I promise.
I know, Connie. I'm sure we're gonna be really happy here.
We are. You'll see. That's okay. I got it.
How did you think this was gonna end, Kellogg? You thought you could just fuck with us, and we wouldn't fuck with you? Just so you know, they died like dogs. And you weren't there to help them.
Mind if we sit down?
Suit yourself. There was always a job for someone like me. Didn't matter what it was. Didn't matter who I was supposed to kill. I got pretty good at it.
So, I hear you'll take care of people's problems.
If you pay me.
Oh, we'll pay you. And you'll do this all by yourself?
That's right.
We pay you when the job's done. Is that okay?
That's the way you want to do it? So who do you want dead?
Well, it's like this. There's his family. Lives down the creek a ways.
Well, we seem to be getting closer. Try this next one.
Mr. Kellogg, I'm glad you decided to meet with me.
So, you're with the Institute. I wanted to see for myself if you really existed.
We...
The first synths weren't all that impressive. I'm good, but I'm not that good. But the Institute could always make more, and kept making them better each time. They still give me the creeps, but you have to get used to them if you want to work with the Institute.
As you can see.
What do you want?
It's come to my attention that you've been rather disruptive of our operations lately. This must stop.
I do what people pay me to do. If that's a problem for you, I can see only one way out.
And what's that, Mr. Kellogg?
If I'm working for you, there's no more problem. From what I hear, you can afford me.
I don't think you fully understand the situation you're in.
I think I do.
Very well. B-748, initiate. Impressive. We may have something to talk about after all.
Manual override initiated. Cryogenic stasis suspended.
Vault computers are still working. That's good. Checking through the logs.
Just...
Hopefully it's all...
Find it.
Pod C6. Down the hall near the end.
The eggheads never liked taking orders from a dirty, contaminated degenerate like me. But they needed me. And I made sure they knew it.
This is the one. Here.
Open it. I'm glad I didn't have to kill the kid. I'm not saying I haven't done it, but, I never like to. And yeah, I guess it did remind me of, her. Yeah, I'm a cold-hearted bastard for sure, but, still human. Better this way, though. Better than taking her kid and leaving her alive.
Is it over?
Almost. Everything's going to be fine.
Come here. Come here.
No, I've got him.
Let the boy go. I'm only going to tell you once.
I'm not giving you shot.
God damn it. Get the kid out of here and let's go. At least we still have the backup.
Cryogenic sequence reinitialized.
Even then, I knew it was a mistake leaving him alive. I understood that kind of revenge. No one better. But I was cocky enough to assume I could handle some soft, pre-war vault dweller. Even if he somehow got thawed out, at least I know those Institute bastards will soon get what's coming to them, too. If he could take me out, they won't be able to hide from him for long.
Is that your son? This appears to be a very recent memory, so good news, I think.
His whole setup in Diamond City was part of some elaborate plan of the old man's. Seems obvious now that we were bait for our friend from the vault. Timing couldn't have been an accident. It's not how the old man works. I wonder if he outsmarted me in the end. Another loose end tied up. Wasn't my idea to settle down with the kid in the middle of Diamond City. I thought it was a terrible idea, actually. But It was one of the old man's pet projects, so here we were. Me and the kid. Like a happy little family. I ended up kind of liking it. A reminder of what my life might have been if things had turned out differently. But there's no going back. I knew it was just temporary. It'd be back to normal business before too long.
Kellogg.
It's okay. One of these days you're gonna get your head blown off just barging in here like that.
Minimizing my exposure to civilians is a
Forget I
priority.
said anything. So what's the big crisis this time?
New orders for you. One of our scientists has left the Institute.
Left? As in?
He's gone rogue. Name's Dr. Brian Virgil. We know he's hiding somewhere in the glowing sea. Here's his file.
Wow. Some heads are gonna roll for this. Capture and return, or just elimination?
Elimination. He was working on a highly classified program.
No kidding. One of the top bioscience boys? Damn. So, I guess you're taking the kid back with you.
Affirmative. Your only mission is to locate and eliminate Virgil.
You're taking me home to my father?
Yes. Stand next to me and hold still.
Okay.
X688. Ready to relay with Sean.
Bye, Mr. Kellogg. I hope I see you again soon.
Bye.
Teleportation. Now it all makes sense. Nobody's found the entrance to the Institute because there is no entrance. Let me pull you out of there as soon as you're ready. Slow movements, okay? I don't know what kind of side effects the procedure might have had. No one's ever done this before. How do you feel?
I have this burning feeling inside my skull. It's like it's on fire.
That's not surprising. All the synapses in your brain have just been pulled apart, connected to someone else, and then pulled back together.
What the fuck? You never told me you were gonna tear my brain apart. Well, I would have quickly said no then.
I saw Kellogg's life. The man who ruined my family. The
That's
man
right.
I killed.
He was a human being just like the rest of us, and he had reasons for being what he was. However, how does that make you feel?
I'm not sure, Doctor.
I don't know if there's any right way to feel either. We're getting off track. The important thing is that we discovered the Institute's greatest secret, teleportation. The only question is, what do we do now?
That scientist Kellogg was supposed to track down. Virgil. We need to
You're
find
right.
him.
A rogue Institute scientist could answer all kinds of questions. Where did the memory say he was? The glowing sea? That doesn't make sense. No one goes there. Not even if they were desperate.
Why? What makes the glowing sea so
The
dangerous?
name says it all. Radiation. So much that nothing there could possibly live. Nothing. Navigating radioactive hazards is nothing new. But the glowing sea can kill a man in seconds. That's why it doesn't make sense. Virgil fleeing into that hell. The exposure alone.
That's why he's there. To make the Institute think twice about following
That
him.
must be it. He's using the radiation in the glowing sea like a shield or a cloak, a way to throw them off and be at an advantage. If Virgil found a way to survive there, you'll have to do the same. If you're going to follow him.
How do I fight that much radiation, Doctor?
There are chemical compounds. Rad-X, Radaway. You'd need as much as you could carry. Maybe a sealed environment suit would be great, if you could find one. Or maybe one of those suits of power armor. That would be perfect.
Of course, the almighty pimp suit saves the day again.
Nick.
Hope you got what you were looking for inside my head. That was right. I should have killed you when you were on ice.
You wanna try for round 2? Let's go!
What are you talking about?
Nothing. Never mind.
If you say so. That's a nice little setup.
Yeah, to make my pimp suit a little more resistant, I'm gonna go ahead and slap on some lead plating so that radioactivity has a harder time giving me cancer. I'll go ahead and upgrade my Robo Bros weaponry as well, since he's probably gonna be the biggest thing that keeps me alive out there. Pimp suit time.
Nuclear protection on a budget.
Alright, you might as well just give them a paper that says you're fucked. Nuclear protection and budget should never be in the same sentence. A vertibird. You know, cross my fingers, there might be a plasma pistol for me.
Who's there? What?
Oh no, I stepped in the wrong side of the hood. Miniguns. Without power armor, you'll tear me to bits, but with it, I can't bleed. God damn it, it's the Return of the Temple of Doom. What's next? Mosquito? That may just single-handedly be the saddest thing I've seen the entire game. And then the Brotherhood comes to spoil the moment. What? Is that a glowing feral ghoul? Okay. It's alright, I can deal with this. That is not a feral ghoul! What was even that? Armor prevail, armor prevail. God damn it, another thing in my way. Boom! Visit down! Are you kidding me, Brotherhood? Was my first impression so bad that you're shooting me on sight? So, this is the start of the glowing sea. The start of it. Jeez, not even 10 meters from the death claw, there's death. Everything's dead. Which is funny, because over there is alive, but now it's dead. This particular threshold is death. know what? I'm just gonna let those guys be. God damn it, I wasn't serious when I said mosquito. Oh shit. Well, don't worry. I got 50 cal. This should be a one-shot headshot to these things. Oh, bullshit! What is that, a goddamn demon? Whatever it is, it's dead. Jesus Christ, everything in here can take a 50 to the face. Nobody could live here, she said.
Stop right there, stranger. You approach Atom's holy ground. Why? State your purpose or be divided in his sight.
And you just signed your death warrant.
Holy ground? Adam? What's going on here?
Atom reached out and touched this world, bringing his glow to us.
I'm looking for someone named Virgil.
Virgil? Yes, we know this Virgil.
And? You're not gonna tell me about it?
I'm looking for someone named Virgil. Have you seen him?
Yes, I know of him. What do you want with him?
I need his help reaching the Institute.
I have heard of this institute. They hide themselves, trying to avoid the power of Adam. A futile effort. In truth, this Virgil has caused some concern. Some believe his presence is an affront to Adam. Though he came to trade with us on a few occasions, we have had little other contact with him. It was quite clear he wanted to be left alone. You can find him southwest of the crater, living in a cave. I would approach cautiously were I you. I feel he does not want visitors.
Alrighty. Now it's time to deliver on my promise. Oh, you're sleeping. Alright, I'll let you live. If you let me steal. Oh, what? Can't do that? Oh well. And now we head back into the wild. What is this? Very suspicious. That's what this is. What do you know? I was right. You know, my 50 cal should be one-shotting these things in the skull, but no.
There's something out there. Go! Good to know I've got someone I can rely on watching my back.
Ah, of course. One more giant lizard.
This is a fine mess.
Now, funny enough, this thing was covering our main man.
Hold it. Take it nice and slow. No sudden moves. I know you're from the Institute. So where's Kellogg? Huh? Trying to sneak up on me while you distract me? It's not going to work, stupid. I knew they'd send him after me.
Are you Virgil?
You know damn well I am. What are you doing here?
I need your help.
My help? With what? How did you even find me anyway?
I'm just a guy looking for information on the Institute.
The Institute? So, they did send you, didn't they? You working with Kellogg.
But Kellogg's been taken care of.
Dead. He's dead. Don't you lie to me.
I'm not lying. I killed him myself.
Did you? Kellogg was ruthless. There's a reason the Institute used him to do their dirty work for so many years. They sent him after me. Tried to prepare for it. But I still wasn't sure I'd make it. You killed him, eh? What do you want with me?
Why did you leave the Institute? I know you came from there.
I know about the escape, but how? No, it doesn't matter. I'm not going back. I can't go back. Look at me. Why are you even here? What do you want?
I need whatever information you've got. Anything to help me get into the Institute.
I'm sorry, what? You want to get into the Institute? Are you insane? Never mind how nearly impossible that is. Even if you were to succeed, it'd almost certainly end in your immediate death. What reason could you possibly have for taking that kind of risk?
I'm trying to find my son. The Institute kidnapped him.
Oh no. I had no idea. I'm sorry. Yeah. The Institute has taken people from the Commonwealth in the past. If your son is one of them, I can understand why you'd want to get in there. I can help, but I'm going to need something in return.
You help me and I'll help you.
All right. If I help you, you're going to do something for me. Before I was forced to leave, I was working on a serum to reverse this mutation. It could return me to normal. You understand? So if you get in there, I need you to find it in my old office. and bring it to me. That's pretty reasonable. In exchange for helping you. Alright, let's talk details. First things first. You know how synths get in and out of the Institute?
Yeah, they use some sort of teleporter.
Well. Not many know about it. Pretty closely guarded secret. You've certainly done your homework. It's commonly referred to as the molecular relay. I don't understand all the science behind it, but it works. Dematerializes you in one place, rematerializes you in another. I'm sure it sounds crazy, but it's a reality. Relay is the only way in and out of the Institute. You understand? The only one. That means you're going to have to use it now. Have you ever seen an Institute Courser?
A Courser? What's that?
Another Institute secret. Coursers are Institute synths, designed for one purpose. They're hunters. Operations go wrong, a synth goes missing, and a Courser is dispatched. They're very good at what they do, and you're going to have to kill one.
Let's go. Just point me in the right direction.
Well, I suppose your enthusiasm counts for something. Every Courser has special hardware that gives them a direct connection to the relay in the Institute. It's embedded in a chip in their heads. You need that chip. But to get it, you'll have to find a Courser. I don't know exactly where you can find one. They haven't sent any after me. Sitting here waiting doesn't seem like a good plan. To have to hunt one down. I can tell you where to start and give you some help finding one. But you'll have to do the dirty work.
Okay, let's get to work.
Right. The primary insertion point for Coursers is in the ruins of CIT, directly above the Institute. So you'll want to head there. The relay causes some pretty heavy interference all across the EM spectrum. You've got a radio on that Pip-Boy. When you get to the ruins, tune it to the lower end of the band and listen in. You'll be able to hear the interference. Follow the signal, and it'll lead you to a Courser. Then, you just have to not get killed. Not gonna lie, the odds aren't in your favor here. But if you do make it, remember what I said about the serum. I need it badly. I really do hope you find what you're looking for.
Guy, I just survived a lizard-infested radioactive pit of death. I think I can take on a machine.